Hello again, everybody. This is Jeff, the Day Trade Mechanic. It is Monday, October 3rd, 2022, and I wanted to talk about a couple of trades I took last week in Apple and in Amazon. These trades, I sold cash-secured puts that expire on Friday the 7th of October, and just wanted to give a little update as to how these trades are doing 2 or 3 days into the trade. So I've got a daily chart up of Apple, and I've scrolled this back to Thursday, last week, Thursday, September 29th, because this is the day I placed the trade. I actually sold a cash secured put, or a naked put, at the 133 level. And my thought process is I wouldn't mind owning Apple around the 133 area. So I went ahead and I sold a put that expires on October 7th. Now, I brought up my trade grid here on the Thinkorswim platform, and I sold that put for $1.02 or $102, because as we know, one option equals 100 shares, and options are priced per share. So this trade is looking pretty good so far. Let's take a look at the updated daily chart. If we scroll forward to today, this was Friday. That would have been the day to have placed the trade, but I didn't know that. I placed the trade with the information I had going. So today, we're finally starting to put in a little bit of a green day in the markets. And the point I wanted to make here is look at my option decay. Look at the theta decay that's already occurred in this option. It's almost lost half of its value in 3 trading days, plus we had the weekend in there. So let's pull up a chain, bring in some more strikes. I did the 133. Okay, here we go. Now I want to change this to the Greeks. Here we go. So I've got 20 cents of theta working for me as this trade goes forward, and the trade has lost nearly half of its value. So let's bring in a theta curve real quick. This is a chart of how option theta decay works. Of course, the longer the option is till expiration, the less time decay it's going to lose, and that last 30 days is when time decay really ramps up. Now, I would have sold my option last week probably about where my hand is right here. So I'm really in the beefy part, the meaty part of the theta curve, and that's where I like to operate at, is in that part of the curve. So we'll come back to Thinkorswim here. We'll come back to the chart. Now, I may buy this put back, I may not. It depends on what Apple does. Of course, I said earlier I wouldn't mind being assigned at 133, but if Apple remains up around 140 or higher and I can buy this put back for 5 cents or less, I'm probably going to do it and maybe look to sell a 133 put or lower for next week. And right now there is no 133 put for next week, but if I was to do a trade today, I would do the 130 for next week. Without a doubt, that's the one I would take. So now let's change gears and let's go to Amazon. So we'll bring up Amazon and we'll bring up the chart. Okay, so this is the daily chart of Amazon, and I've got the most current date set here as September 29th, and that's the day I wrote a put option on Amazon. Markets were down last Thursday and Friday, and I like Amazon down here around the 102 area. There's a lot of major support down here from the spring and early summer. So I actually sold a 102 put in Amazon on the 29th of September, and I received 56 cents or $56 for doing that. And we'll take a look over here to Trade Grid, and you can see this trade has lost 75-80% of its value already. This has worked out very well. Let's pull up the option chain here to bring in some more strikes. Bring in a couple more strikes. Well, I didn't want that many. Okay, here we go. So we're 11 by 12 cents here, and we've got 7 cents of theta working for us. And this trade here, right now being $12.50, $12.68 out of the money, I'm going to hold this, and I'm going to either let this expire, or I will, if I buy this back, I'm going to buy this back for a penny. I see no reason to do anything with this. And as I said earlier, I would definitely take Amazon at 102. Now, looking ahead to next week, I'd probably try to do the 100s if we had a little bit of a price drop, but we've got a nice green day. It'd be the 100 or the 103, and I'm sure as time goes along, they'll add the 101, 102 strikes to Amazon. But again, as the same thing with Apple, I sold that Amazon put probably right around where my hand is, in that really meaty part of the 30-day theta curve. So those were a couple trades I took last week on bearish days in the market. Let's bring in the Qs and the spiders from last week. See, this would have been Thursday, and this would have been Friday for the spies, and same thing for the Qs here. So I'll update these in the description as the week goes by. I'll probably wait till around Friday or Saturday to update that description. So just wanted to show the couple of trades from last week and how theta works in my favor, especially when price works in my favor. So that's all I got for today. This is Jeff, the Day Trade Mechanic. As always, thank you for watching.